Hi guys, Laura here, Mother for Jesus. And so a few people have asked about scheduling and how you plan out your days. So I just wanted to give you an idea on how I plan out my day. Keep in mind that if you're a working mom, your schedule is going to be very different than me. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm also homeschooling a 7th grader this year and a 4th grader. So my schedule is going to be different. In some ways it's harder because I'm dealing with a 7th grader, but then in other ways it's easier because my 4th grader and my 7th grader can really complete a lot of chores and their own schoolwork independently, and so that helps. So here's some of the stuff that I've created. This is my daily planner. So I have this planner and it has daily pages, and I don't really need a daily page personally, so I went ahead and I created a template for my planner, and it's for our schoolwork, and you can see the subjects. Down here I created 2 stickers. One of them has their timed day. Now for some people, they like the accountability of having a timed schedule, and that works great for them. So ideally this would be my perfect timed day, but more often than not this is what I use, which is just a checkoff list. The only thing that doesn't change on my checkoff list is my children's wake-up time, which is 6:30, and their gymnastics and taekwondo times. Those do not change. So in between their wake-up and their taekwondo and gymnastics, everything else has to get done. So ideally, after they wake up, they have to eat breakfast, and then they have their morning chores. Now, my kids have a chore chart, which I have another blog post about. It's also digital. Whether you use digital or whether you print, these apply. So, and then after they're done, when they're done with their chores, if they're done with everything early, they have free time. They value that free time. And so I use that to help teach them time management and for motivation. So at 8 a.m. we have Bible. If you do not do Bible with your family in the mornings, then just scratch that out. Again, you're going to customize your schedule. Then we have our memory work. Now we use a classical curriculum. And so I gave us on the timed version 8:30 to 9:15 for our memory work. And that is, that's really extra time. And then there's math. So keep in mind that my children have done their morning chores, but while they're doing their math, they're working independently. I can go and get my stuff done. So I will throw on a load of wash. I will be folding laundry. My daughter's gymnastics this year is from 4:30 to 8:30. So our lunch is actually going to be our big meal. So most likely at this point, I'll be prepping dinner. When they're done with math, my kids also have a snack break, because if they eat breakfast between 8:30 and 7, they're ready for a snack by 10:15. And by snack, I mean second breakfast. Then after that, they have English, and from 10:15 to 11 a.m. I have English, and as you can see, I kind of customize each one for my children. Again, 7th and 4th grade, they're different. And then we have after English, we have history. Our history encompasses also our creative writing literature. So we're using Knotgrass, which is a Charlotte Mason living books approach to history. So there's actually quite a bit there, along with geography and mapping and stuff like that. And then from 12 to 12:30 is ASL. We're using ASL as our second language. And then from 12:30 to 1 is lunch. And then after lunch, our last subject of the day is science. And the reason why I have science going last is because that's my children's favorite subject. And so no matter how tired they are, they will be re-energized with science, and it sort of holds their attention no matter what. And then after that, they have chores. They have their afternoon chores. They have to help me clean up the school stuff and the school supplies. And then they have their afternoon chores. And then after that, they have free time. So then they have all this free time until they go to gymnastics or taekwondo. So this works well for us. But again, this is usually what we're using. It's sort of just a checkoff list, and we run down. Some days we do more time for history, less time for history. Same thing with our memory work and our math. Some days we just need some extra time. And then sometimes for history or science, we're just digging a little deeper than we had planned. And there's that wonderful freedom that you have with homeschooling. And then also one of the benefits to homeschooling, and I didn't even realize this until my older son pointed this out to me, is time management. So when you give your children the opportunity to get stuff done and have free time, if they get their stuff done, you're teaching them time management. You're also teaching them to take responsibility. And so as homeschoolers go, they have their schoolwork here, and then they know what has to get done, and they do it. So even if I'm a little busy prepping dinner, they can go ahead and start some of their English cursive or read through their grammar lesson. And that sort of gives them the responsibility, and they really do enjoy that. So I know there's a lot of new homeschoolers. So try to enjoy the chaos and the extra time with your kids. God bless.